everyone, Marcy here, and I'm excited to be back in the studio recording again today because I have something special that I wanted to share with you. And I know you guys have been watching me over the last few weeks, but a lot of those were pre-recorded because I had my second eye surgery there in February, and then I had to wait to get the all clear from the doctor. So that finally happened about a week and a half ago. So I am all good to go. And in the meantime, something exciting has happened here on this channel. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. And then I have a few things I wanted to show you, some things I've been working on. So why don't you go ahead and get yourself comfy, grab a snack, and as soon as we come back, I'll talk about what's going on here in the shop. So what I'm wanting to talk about today is the fact that it is now time for another giveaway. I'm a little bit behind on this because with the eye surgeries and things, I couldn't do a lot. And last November, when I injured my eye, my channel had been at like 996 or something, and then boop, just jumped over to 1,000. So that was exciting, and I had wanted to do a giveaway then, but with all of the recovery times between and the time between the two surgeries, that just hasn't been a good idea. So now it's finally time, and I am at a little over 1,700 subscribers, which is exciting as heck. I'm just thrilled. I'd really like to get this to 2,000 by the time this giveaway ends. My channel got a boost from YouTube. They were promoting an older video of mine from a couple years ago where I talk about places to find free journal supplies. And so I got a lot of growth there, like February 21 to March 21. So that bumped me up then into the over 1,500 subby category. So now I'm at the 1,700 and some odd category, and I would like to get to 2,000. So if you guys would like to share and promote the channel and let everybody know about this giveaway, I would be delighted. Let's try to get it to 2,000 by the time we hit the giveaway date, which will be 2 weeks from when this airs. First, I wanted to talk about some of the things that I did while I was incapacitated. One of the things I did was I played around with collage, and I had all these extra book pages, and I had some covers from some music books and things. And all I've done was just gone through, and when I was feeling a little bored or agitated, I just sat down and practiced my collaging skills. So I have a lot of these master boards now that I'm going to have to make stuff out of. So that's been fun. I even tried color coordinating, playing around with having similar colors on the pages. Some of these are blank on the inside because they were the covers from old music books. So I thought these would be great for tags and things. And then this is the plain backing. Where the back inside wasn't plain, I just covered it with different kinds of writing spaces. So this has given me a chance to kind of play around with collage and use up some of my scraps. So I got quite a pile here. And then in January, when the hashtag Let's Get Organized 2022, the LGO 2022 was going around, I got some good tips on collaging in old magazines or catalogs. And then even now, I'm not going to be able to remember who suggested this, but she takes her little scraps and just puts them in a booklet form, and then later cuts these into tags and things. Now, I made the rookie mistake on some of these. I forgot that if you decorate the front, you don't want to decorate the back too. You want to put something plain because that's going to be the back of your tag. And so some of them, like this one, I did on both sides. So that was good. It was good practice time. And the other thing that I have been working on more recently, like the last couple of weeks, I decided to make a bunch of one signature journals. And I have been playing around with Pam Van E's formula for her journals when she makes the one signature kind. Very easy. She uses 25 sheets, and I will find that video and I'll link it down below. But I sat down, and using her simple formula for the types of papers and things that she likes to use, I was able to do quite a few of these and just use up a lot of pieces. Here, I wanted to show you, just give you a quick flip through. I put these together pretty quickly out of papers and things that I had just had sitting in my stash for a long time, and I had set these all aside quite some time ago to make just eclectic style journals, and so I found that extremely helpful. Her series, it was the series on doing with a large manila envelope. So like I said, I'll link that below, but I found it really easy to put these together then. So I'm going to have a few of these One Signature journals ready to go and put them in the shop in the next couple of weeks. So when we announce the giveaway, I'll probably do a flip through on that same day of these One Signature journals that I have. But I've got five that I can finish assembling and then have ready to go in a couple of weeks. So that was exciting. That was just a nice way to get my creativity flowing, very low key, and I don't have to decorate these a lot, so they were very quick to put together. So if you haven't tried her formula or seen that video, go check it out, because Pam, thank you. That was just, it was just really easy to put all these together and to have them turn out and be something that I was happy with when it was finished. Okay, I was originally going to make this video, a video about the giveaway and sharing some online purchases and things, but as I've been looking through the things that I want to give away, I'm going to do actually 5 giveaway prizes, because I wanted to be generous. I wanted to say thank you all for sticking with me and for your support, and also just thank you for the growth of this channel. It's just been really amazing. And so because of that, I have a lot to show you. So next week we'll share the online purchases. But there is one thing that I did want to share, and that is something that I saw somebody using this online, and I can't remember the name of the crafter. Maybe I wrote it down. Hold on just one moment. Well, I did not write it down, so I can't remember. She's not somebody I watch all the time. But one thing that she had used on her channel, and I went to find it, was this book called Victorian Pictorial Borders. And what these are, these I think were published in the 80s, if I remember right. And before we had cool things like digital and computers to copy things with, we had books like this. And these were all free copyright free use images. And you could use them to illustrate brochures and all kinds of things, and you just ran them off. You took the pages out and you ran them off on your copier. And this book just has some of the most beautiful pages, and I thought it would be really neat to maybe add to the back of journal pages or something like that, just to give them a little pizzazz. Like, look at that. So she had talked about this one. And it's just beautiful. It's lots of these Art Nouveau and Art Deco designs about around that time period. And then there were a couple more that I went ahead and purchased. This one has ornamental images in it. And I thought it would just be a fun way to add some interest and some architecture to journal pages, or even to my scrapbooks and things, because you can just clip these out and copy them over and over, or scan. I would probably scan the page and then use the elements off of it, cut them up and use. So aren't these neat? And because I got so excited about all of these cool images, I remember somebody showing me this a long time ago, a very similar concept, back when I was in college, because I was in charge of publicity for the Women's Fellowship events my senior year, and he showed me how to cut out certain elements and tape them on the page with the invisible tape so the shadows didn't show, and how to photocopy and make really interesting flyers and things. So this just got me very excited, and I've been waiting to share these with you because I decided, as part of my giveaway, to make that prize number 1. So let me talk through what we have for the prizes, and then we'll talk through the rules, the requirements for the giveaway. And I'm going to take a second to take this out of the packaging so you don't have to listen to me. So prize number 1, I wanted to share a copy of this book. And these, if you're looking for this, I found all of mine on eBay. This one was called Victorian Pictorial Borders, and it was edited by Carol Bellinger Grafton. Okay, if you're looking for that later, I can show you the ISBN. Is that the ISBN? I can't. They put their sticker over it, but it's by Dover. But I just searched for it by the title and then by Carol Grafton, and it came right up. So you'll find quite a few of them out there. But that's prize number 1. And then along with it, I was taking some time to clean out my stash and to destash and reorganize and just kind of streamline everything. And so I found quite a few things I could share, which is another reason why I decided to be so generous with the giveaway. So the first thing in this particular group, prize number 1, is you're going to get one of these cross-stitch squares like I used in the blue journal. You're going to get some of this vintage sheet, which I think is just beautiful, and some really pretty just rose fabric. It's just a little swatch. So this is kind of the this is the clip art book and fabric kind of bundle. And then you're going to get a lace piece from a curtain, and then two of my handmade fabric flips. This is more kind of a country farmy style, and this is a little bit shabby 70s. I kind of had Holly Hobby in mind when I made that one. So I have a couple of those. And then the last thing is, hopefully nobody objects to this, but part of my cleaning out, I discovered I had purchased 2 of these Distress Oxide pads in the Seedless Preserves color. Now I took the wrapper off, but I haven't actually used this pad. So to whoever wins this, if you decide you don't want that, that's okay. But I haven't actually used it. I just took the wrapper off. And so I'm just going to put it in a protective bag and seal it up. And then that will all be prize number 1. So let me pull out prize number 2. Prize number 2 is a little bit more of a mix of things that I have just cleaned out. And I'm calling it the Eclectic Journal Supplies Stash. So it just has a little bit of everything as I was going through and just kind of going through what I have a lot of and what I could share and what I couldn't. And also, as I was looking through this, it kind of has a bit of a boho feel to it. So if boho journal is your thing, this would be a good one to win. So I've got some of these paper flowers from my stash. I have some of these little cute coin envelopes and some blank Rolodex cards. In this baggie, I have a few little flowers. I had found a whole box of these at the thrift store and then decided to assemble them so they were easy to use and ready to go. So you'll get 5 of those, and then I have a couple of these teeny tiny little yo-yos that I found at a craft store or at a thrift store. They're not the prettiest, but they do, you know, if you use them this way, they're actually a pretty cute little accent. And I used some in the dinosaur journal. When I made the dinosaur journal last summer, I put those on the cover. So I've got those in there so you don't lose them. And then there are a couple of these bigger ones that were also in that pack. So I'm sharing a couple of those with you. Got some clusters that I've made in all kinds of themes. There's fall, there's a Christmas one, there's just all kinds of different things. And then I have a few little heart-shaped doilies, this gold doily. And let's see, let me pull this bag out. Trying to keep it kind of organized so I don't confuse myself later. These 3 are ribbons and things from my stash that I have multiples or duplicates of. I really like this one with the flowers on it. And then this is a cream organza, and then this is an aqua or teal colored ribbon that for some reason every time I go to the Dollar Tree I buy that color and I think I need it, but when I started looking I had like 4 of them. So I don't need 4. These are cute. I have some of these, which again would tie in nicely with a boho style journal or Christmas. It says Christmas, but anything with glitter, fairies, whatever. And then I have some of this lovely trim and just little things, you know. There's a pocket, one of my fabric clusters here that has a lot of layers. I really think you could pull this sucker apart and maybe make 2 out of it, 2 or 3. And then a couple of fabric flips. There's this one and this one. And then there's this Battenberg lace piece. You'll want to trim all these little extra clippies off, but I left them there for whoever so that it can fit into your journal just right. There's a few more doilies. There's pretty intricate, I think these are vintage, I'm not sure, but they're really pretty. There's a pink one, there's some turquoise. So once I started looking through the papers and fabrics and things that I had in here, I pulled out a few more things to make it feel more kind of boho or pink. There's like a pink theme and a boho theme. So I have a vintage pattern. It's got all the parts in it and these cute ladies on the front and some hymn pages for music. And then I have, this came in a bundle of quilt squares, nice little red check. And then I have a whole pile of these with the chevron, kind of a turquoise chevron on it. And then some bits and pieces of gauze and lace. This one has little glittery bows on it. I really like that. It's tulle. Then I have this piece of lace, part of a big doily, and as you see you can cut these out into squares, and then there's this part down here to make nice pockets or more fabric flip pieces. Here's a piece of vintage sheet. It's got the oranges and the yellows. Here's a different one that has the blue and purple pansies on it. This is just a piece of this blue check fabric. I don't even remember what this was from, but I have a lot of it. So I lined something like an old suitcase or something with that. This was thrifted fabric that I think they tried to make a curtain or something because it's hemmed. Got a hem along one end. It's really pretty fabric. And then underneath that is this yellow and black that reminds me of bumblebees. I don't think it is. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really cute. Cute little delicate pattern. Let me set these guys aside really quick. And then underneath we have some papers and things. Here's a purple doily. Some labels. Well, they're business cards, but they make great labels in your journals. And then just random pieces of scrapbook paper that I pulled out of my stash. Some are two-sided and some are not. So I have a couple of these, one in pink and one in black, that has all these positive phrases on it. And then there's that one. Here's some gold pineapples. I'm going to try to flip through as quickly as possible. I really like this one. I like the colors in that, and I ended up using it in one of these journals that I'm making, and I was surprised at how well it fits in. And that one is two-sided, but I was surprised at how well it matched some things. Like for example, the orangey color here. Like I would probably not put these together if I hadn't seen them side by side. Some of these are pages from my blue paper packs that I used for the blue journal back in January. There's that one. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen, and that one's two-sided. Beauty shines from within. I like this one a lot. That's a really pretty color too. Here's another, was that one two-sided? No. These two are not. These are single-sided. This one is double-sided. Isn't that pretty? That one is double-sided. There's a lot with kind of this boho or almost like a Southwest Native American pattern, because I found a paper pad at the thrift store, and so it had a lot of pages in it. Lots and lots that I could share. And then these are the cut aparts from that pad. I just tried to get a variety, but I really think you could probably make a lot of fun things with this set. Yeah, these were the cut aparts from one of the blue pads. Some more blue pages. Some of these are two-sided. I'm just going to show you. Here's this double-sided. Some are single-sided and some are double-sided because they were different pads. And then you get a couple of these, which are the lacy. You can look through that, and they're the same pattern. Pretty birds. Yeah, so there's quite a mix of papers and things, and then along with that, I decided to toss in one of my journal packs. Let me kind of slide this over here out of the way. So if you go to my shop, which, you know, I tried to close that out last year and life got in the way, but anyway, I still have some packs for just general mystery packs for making journals, and so this is one of those, and so I have still quite a few left in my shop. So they include napkins and all kinds of things. And of course the napkins that you see here are just representative. You know, each pack is a little different, so you may see some different stuff, but if you go to the shop, they say mystery pack in them. This is an envelope just full of all kinds of fun little things that you can use for embellishing your pages. There's even an organza bag in here, and some playing cards and game cards and all kinds of thises and that's, things that, like this one was a freebie and something I ordered. And then music pages, book pages, there's some tickets, envelopes, Bible pages, poetry. I think that one was Romeo and Juliet, maybe. Recipes, bits and scraps of other scrapbook papers. I mean, just a huge variety. And so that's what comes in the actual pack, but like I say, I'm including one of these with this particular giveaway item. So if you wanted to make a journal, you got plenty of things here to do that with. So there's dictionary pages, graph sheets, a random paper bag. I can't remember if all of these are plain or not. There might be some that have the pharmacy name on them. Here's some coffee dyed hymn sheets, computer paper with the feeders, bigger music, and a gardening page book. So a lot of stuff in this little pack. And yeah, so you can really knock yourself out making a journal or decoupaging napkins or whatever you would like, but it all comes with this in bundle number 2, okay? So that is a lot in this bundle. So now let's move on to bundle number 3. Giveaway item number 3, I'm calling the textile bundle. And let me put these aside really quick first. These are not textiles. Okay, so in this I have just, again, a grouping of different things that I have made. Here's one of those clusters that I made where we stamped on fabric. Here's a pocket, and you'd want to add a focal point of some sort to it, but it's just a quilted pocket. Another piece of the Battenberg lace piece, and then this is a different fabric flip that I made. A lovely piece of lace. It's kind of got almost a peachy color. If you hold it up to white, it looks really peachy. There's that. And then this is a vintage quilt square that came in a pack of quilt squares that I ordered off of eBay. Really pretty stuff. This is just a needlepoint piece with a pansy. and make a great pocket. And then you've got all this beautiful Aida cloth that you could make something else with. Another piece of that pretty pink fabric that I think was a sheet. And then this was an armchair cover. What they used to crochet and put on the covers of their armchairs, or the arms of their chairs, so that it wouldn't get all stained and yucky. They just would put these on. But this is an entire piece, so you could cut that up and make pretty things, or use it to wrap around your journal. This is a piece of lace curtain, creamy color, and it does have this spot there, but if you're cutting it up to use for things, you can definitely cut around it. And there's a big enough piece here that you can use this as a journal cover. You know, just put some fabric under it and then cover your journal with it. And there's this piece of fabric. I think all of these I tried to make at least big enough to cover a journal, but I'm saying that, but this is just a strip. It kind of depended on what the original piece looked like, so I guess I better unfold them. This is just a strip. This one might be a fat quarter size, or maybe even more. Like some of these I had really large pieces, and I found them at, almost all of these I found thrifting. I really like this color. That's just so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's this one. Looks like this is in 2 different pieces there. I like blue and yellow. I think that's a really pretty color combination. I had a friend that decorated her bathroom in blue and yellow, and when she did that, it was just so pretty. I thought, that is just gorgeous. So I've liked that combination ever since. Here's one of these. It's not super big, but it's kind of got that mid-century, mid-mod vibe. Then this one, I've been staring at this for forever, and all I was seeing was that there were these beautiful flowers on it. There's quite a big piece of this. These gorgeous like blue and rose and gold. And then I realized that these are like little pagodas, or what's this one? Let's see if I can find one that's right way up. Looks like a house. Those are houses back there, different kinds of... I'm not even sure what that is. Maybe that is not a pagoda. Okay, anyway, it's got different houses and buildings back there in gold, which my eye was just skipping over those when all I was seeing was the beautiful flowers and the colors, but when I took a good look at it, there was more to it than I thought. Here's some gray, kind of a wool. It's not flannel. I think that's a nice different one. And then I think this is my last piece of this. I've had it for a long time, and I am sharing it because I've made about as many things as I really can out of this, but there's still quite a big piece left. So I thought I'd share it in this bundle. And then there's this blue, this gorgeous dark blue. It really helped too because I was cutting these down and it made quite a bit of space. I think this might be a 1/4 yard, but done the regular way where you get 9 inches this way and then the width. I'm not sure. I found this one thrifting too. I really like the pretty dragonflies and the botanical look, and it's a neutral, so that should be very versatile. And then here's some more of that vintage sheet. Isn't that pretty? I never made it back to this thrift store. It's not a thrift store. It's a rummage sale that a local Catholic church has, and they do them quarterly because about the time I discovered them, COVID hit. So I only got to go to the one, and they wanted me to come back and show them what I do with all of these things. When I told them I make journals out of old books, they were just thrilled. And I've not been able to get back because rummage sales had to get put on hold for a long time. Here's this pretty green with ferns. This one, not a very big piece there. This one, oh, there's 2 in here. You know what? I think I'll save the bigger piece. I guess I didn't realize I had 2. I'm going to take out this smaller strip and save the bigger. That's more like a fat 1/4 size, I think. Yep. We'll do that. Don't need 2. Maybe, you know what, I'll put this with the number 1 bundle because I don't think it had that in there. didn't, maybe that's what I meant to do and I accidentally stuck them both in the same. Here's this pretty one. This doesn't say like 1962. I don't know what does. Really pretty. This was some more that I found at a thrift store. Upholstery fabric, but look at those big beautiful flowers. 90s. I'm not knocking them. They were pretty. It's funny because in the decorating and design trends right now, there's something called Grand Millennial. And it's basically all these kids that grew up at the end of the 80s and into the 90s, and they're basically recreating all the florals and pretty colors and dark hominess of the 90s, and it's called the Grand Millennial style. So it's kind of cute that they're trying to recreate that in their home decorating, because, you know, I don't think I would have tried to recreate the styles and colors of the mid 70s. I'm not into olive green and orange. Avocado, right? There's another one of these quilt squares with the blue pattern on it. And then the last piece in here is a different blue and white check fabric. It's got a piece cut out of it. So there's lots that you could do with this bundle, lots of things you could make. And then I just decided to go ahead and add in a couple of little coin envelopes, some plain index cards, and a couple of really pretty napkins that tie in with the colors in there. Okay, so that's bundle giveaway item number 3, the textile bundle. Number 4 is a mix of decoupage napkins. There's a few extra things here too, but there are 33 napkins in here. You have all kinds of styles. Fall and Christmas and florals, botanicals, kind of a springtime. And this also is made up of a variety of napkins that I had in my shop, and I've now put them all into bundles as a mystery pack of napkins. So I think the bundle only has 15. I may be able to go back and increase that number. I tried to make sure they were all different, but napkins at the moment, even though you see people decoupaging and decorating with them a lot and crafting, they're just not selling. So I bundled them up into bigger packages that are more economical. But this one is the giveaway one. So I've got lots and lots of styles and designs and patterns in this one. So this will be a fun one. I really love this one. This would be a fun one to receive as a giveaway. And then along with those napkins, I just have a few little pretty things. There's a gold doily that picks up the gold in these dragonflies here. There's a really pretty Easter tag. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think those are so pretty. Some, what do they call it? Nubby trim. I can't remember what they called us. Anyway, lumpy. I don't know. I called it lumpy. Another one of these coin envelopes, and then a couple of hand-stamped tags by me. So those all come in bundle giveaway item number 4. Giveaway item number 5 is this flashcard game card ephemera pack. I was going to mention I also put this cute little paper clip to kind of hold everything together, and I just put a pretty little tie on there. The ones in the shop don't come with the cute little fabric tie, but I thought that was cute on here for the giveaway. And I do have these also in my shop. I did add a few extra things to this. I added some tickets, but essentially this is the same. But these are fun, you know, for putting in your journals, all kinds of ephemera and game pieces, flashcards, these, what's the word I want? Definition cards. You know, there's a variety of things here. Here's some with, they have a face in them. Lined Rolodex card, and that's from Milborn. And then this Things game. These are fun for journal prompts. Things you're wrong about, things that were not your fault, things that can cause a feud. So you can put them in your journal and use them as a writing prompt. And then just all kinds of flashcards, and then these craft cards that I read from sometimes at the end of my They're for creativity cards is what they're called. And sometimes I read from those at the ends of my videos. Finish lines, again, good for journal prompts because it'll give you a start and then you finish. And cute little, these were speech therapy flashcards. Some play money of all colors and different kinds depending. Purple flashcard, telling time, money, multiplication, all those kinds of things. All kinds of colors. Especially if you make the little golden book journals, these are great for, the bright color ones are really nice for adding in, and then adding into those kinds of journals. And then you also have these more vintagey looking ones for different kinds of journals. Oh, so I had some tickets here, but then I added more tickets back here. So this one has a lot of tickets. Blue, pink, yellow, dark blue, red, kind of this creamy white tan color. Some of these brain, what's that called? The brain something, Brain Quest stack. Another flashcard. Giant playing cards that have seahorses on the back. And then a long, skinny flashcard and a square flashcard. So quite the mix. And so that is item number 5. So let's talk about the rules. I did not write these down. I didn't even think about it, which normally I think about that in advance. But you're going to need to be a subscriber, obviously, and I need to be able to see that you're a subscriber, which means you have to go into your settings and make yourself visible or public. And then I can tell that you are subscribed to my channel. And then go ahead and leave a comment down below telling me what you're working on currently, what's your current project. You'll be seeing this on April 27th, and the giveaway will be on May 11th, so in 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, we are going to be attending some graduations, college graduations, one in Portland and then one here. And so when you leave your comment below to enter the giveaway, tell me what you're working on, but also throw in the word graduation, okay? Graduation needs to be in the comments because I'm going to use one of those systems that filters the comments, and I need to have like a keyword that it can pick up on. And so we're going to go with the word graduation. You need to be 18 to enter this giveaway. It's open to international as well as US participants. That reminds me of one other quick announcement about last year when I was having the big 50% off sale, trying to clear stuff out. I did open that up to international buyers, but I literally had none. So my shipping settings in my Etsy shop are back to US only. But for this giveaway, I am opening it up to international, so y'all have a chance to receive something fun. I will put all of these rules down below so that you can see them again. Which reminds me, if you're liking this and you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Remember to make sure you're subscribed so you can be part of this giveaway, and share with all of your friends so we can hit that 2,000 subby mark by the time this channel has the giveaway in 2 weeks. And one last thing, I talked about adding some printable items to my shop a few weeks ago, and if you missed that, I will also link that down below in the cards above and at the end of this video, as well as the video on where to find free journal supplies. But when I did that little short video about the printables, I had them everything marked at one price. I had to go back and tweak the prices so they're not outrageous, but I just had to raise some of them a little more. And that is because when I sat down to figure out my pricing structure and all of my fees, by the time on those lower priced items, if I wanted to net $1, after all the fees and stuff were being taken out, about 44% of my listing price was going to fees. And that's because they were lower. Some of those fees are static, so they stay the same regardless of how the product is priced, whether it's more or less. So when it's a lower priced item, like my printables, then those fees become a greater percentage of the selling price versus like a journal, then those are a very minimal part. All that being said, my printable prices were adjusted a little bit. So I also have included some products with free shipping. So hopefully that helps you, but again, that's US only. That's just how it is. But I did not raise the price of the item to cover shipping and then say it was free, because that's lying. It's dishonest and illegal. But I did adjust them $1 or $2 so that I still could make a profit, a decent amount of money, but still afford to offer you guys free shipping. So not everything has free shipping, but on those items that do, they're still very affordably priced, and they're more in market standard because I had them priced a little bit low before. So yeah, run over there and check everything out. Okay, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and we will close with the quote of the day. Okay, we're back with the quote of the day, and I wanted to add something pretty to look at in this shot so that it's not boring while I read this off. But our quote today comes from Ann Landers, and it says, "Keep in mind that the true measure of an individual is how he treats a person who can do him absolutely no good." The true measure of an individual is in how they treat a person who can do them no good in return. My paraphrase there at the end, but that quote comes from Ann Landers. I don't know if she was quoting someone else or not, but I hope that as you go through your day, you keep that in mind. And until next time, dear friends, I want you to be inspired and do something creative today. Next week, I'll share with you some of my online purchases I've been making. Lots of fun coming up. All right, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.